Contactalskitchen kitchen. I'm going to be cooking a nice chicken methi. Methi is one of my favourites. Lots of methi running through a nice thick gravy with some onions and spices. Let's check out the ingredients. 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi and some pre-cooked chicken. A pinch of turmeric powder, a small piece of cassia bark, half a teaspoon of mild chilli powder, a third teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste, half an onion finely chopped, some fresh coriander for garnish, and 2 blended plums from a tin of tomato. I have just under a tablespoon of natural yoghurt. This is optional, but this will give the curry a nice creamy texture at the end and give it a slight zing of flavour. So I've got my pan nice and hot, and now I'm going to add some oil. I don't want to measure the oil, just put in enough. Probably I've got about 3 or 4 tablespoons going on in there. Anyway, so get the oil nice and hot to a medium heat, and then the first thing we're going to do is fry the onion. Well, we don't want to brown the onion, we just want to soften the onion, make it go translucent. At this stage I'm just going to add a pinch of salt just to draw any moisture out of the onion. Pop in your cinnamon stick or your cassia bark. I hope you're enjoying all the curries I've been making over the weeks. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any out. You'll end up with a nice full Indian restaurant menu. Try not to let any pieces of onion stray on the sides of the pan. This is a good way of not having any individual burnt bits going through the curry. So what I do is occasionally I turn in. So just turn in. Okay, so now you want to add your garlic and ginger paste. Right, so all the individual spices I showed you earlier, I've actually mixed them all together, so when I put them in I can just put them all in the same time. I've started doing that recently. Obviously if you put them in individually you run the risk of burning the one that goes in first. Right, so now what we want to do is add all the spices. Just a touch of base gravy, it'll prevent the spices from burning. Okay, so now I'm going to add the plum tomatoes. Right, the kasuri methi goes in last. The reason for this, if I put it in any sooner, it's probably going to burn and singe, totally change the flavour of the curry. Curry will effectively be ruined. Okay, so now I'm going to put the chicken in. Just a touch more gravy. Now I'm going to put in the methi. Give it a good stir. And 1 ladle of this lovely golden based gravy. If you've just discovered the channel and you haven't made based gravy yet, it's the key ingredient to most Indian restaurant curries that you'll find on the menu. I'll just let that bubble through for a sec. Well, regarding the salt, I want you to salt to taste. So start off with like 1/3 teaspoon. If it's not enough for you, add another 1/3 and so on. What you don't want to do is just sling in a teaspoon of salt and it's too salty. Usually I'll give you the ingredients, but really it's best that you apply it to taste. So what we want to do is reduce that down until you get all the nice little bubbles coming through forward and all the oil starts separating and coming to the top. And just to give it a nice little creamy consistency, I'm just going to put in the yogurt. This is an optional ingredient, so if you haven't got this in the kitchen, don't worry about it. Look, all the lovely methi all permeating the gravy. This is going to be a delicious curry. I'm going to have it with some naan bread. Okay, so I think that's about done. Let's plate this up. Just want to garnish this with some coriander. So here we go, 1 methi chicken. So now it's time for the all important taste test. And look at this, look at me digging around. Lovely methi chicken, all that lovely gravy. Here we go, a little bit of salt. Look at that. All the flavours going on in there. And this is one you've really got to try yourself. Slight acidity of the yogurt, lovely creamy gravy, the onion, the spices. This is really nice. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more like it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, I suppose it's a thumbs down. Anyway, please subscribe, follow me so you can catch my next video. I've got a curry to finish off, so I've got to go.